I never say yes unless it's an organization that I personally believe in and that I personally donate to, because that makes my job easier. Because if I didn't believe in the organization and I wasn't willing to donate myself, then obviously it would be hypocritical of me and very difficult for me to convince you to donate towards that organization. All of us who are in this room right now, we've never had to ask people for charity. Most of us have never had to ask people for charity. We've been the one giving it. We've been the one who have been asked to give donations to help other people, but most of us have not been on the receiving end. That's a blessing. Some of us in the past maybe were people in need and received the help of others and donations, but now have come to a point where you're attending a fundraising dinner with the intention to give and help other people. Part of what we need to think about is the gratitude that we should have to God and to the people around us who have supported us to be those people who are able to give rather than the people who are asking, the people who are holding out their hand, who are in need, of which there are so many that the need exceeds what we can imagine. You've seen the work that My Project USA has done over the last 10 years. And part of the reason why I'm a fan of this organization is because I remember the days when Sister Zarqa was packing up the food boxes in her kitchen, filling up her car. My kids were little at that time, so they were all excited to help fill the boxes. I remember those days. And I've had the pleasure, and if you haven't yourself had the pleasure yet, I encourage you to do so, but I've had the pleasure to go to the Hilltop Community Center on a day when the My Family Pantry is going on, and seeing all of the families who are coming through with the shopping carts, and the volunteers are filling these shopping carts, and folks are leaving with, you know, this huge packed up shopping cart full of food until the next week. It's the most amazing thing. It's the most amazing thing. And to really, again, think about the fact that these are folks who are coming here over and over again, and this is feeding their families, feeding their children, folks who otherwise don't have the resources to be able to feed their families for that week. And My Project USA is there week after week after week, providing for these families. This is amazing. Really, it's a service to us. My Project USA is doing a service to us by giving us a chance to donate to an organization and know that what we've donated is now serving those families perpetually, week after week, month after month, year after year. Because if I had to somehow figure out a way to make sure that whatever money that I want to donate for people who don't have, you know, food to eat, and maybe I could go out and find a family or two and just give them a one-time donation, and that's the most that I could do. But here's an organization where if I give to that organization, I know that that's going to be used continuously throughout the year to serve all of these families that are benefiting. You saw the impact that this organization is having. That's a service to us. That's doing us a favor as the people who God has blessed with excess, who have a responsibility to give back. That's a service to us. But recognize that the excess that you have beyond what you need is a responsibility. It's an amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how will we spend that excess? While we still have a chance on this side, before the chance is gone on that side. This is our opportunity right here. This is a chance. This is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He chose us to be in this room together tonight. Not only giving us an opportunity to give from that excess that He blessed us with, that we call ours, mine, my bank account. We think it's ours, but it's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have this blessing, this chance, this opportunity tonight to give from that, fi sabilillah, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on top of that, the further blessing is that we know that that cause that we're giving that charity to, in service to our Lord and to please our Lord, is going to be used in a way that's going to help a lot of people, which you don't always know. It's not always guaranteed. As Sister Zarqa mentioned, our community is really hurting right now. We're in a lot of pain because of the suffering of many of our brothers and sisters in many places around the world. Too many to enumerate, Nowadays, it's a tragedy that if somebody mentions the places in the world where Muslims are suffering, then some people get hard feelings. Oh, he forgot about mentioning my place, because there's so many of them. He mentioned, Sudan, and he mentioned Palestine, and he mentioned Afghanistan, and the Uyghurs in China, and Myanmar, and he mentioned all of these places, but he didn't mention Somalia. He didn't mention Pakistan. He didn't mention. It's that tragic that there's so many places that our brothers and sisters are suffering that we can't even keep up to remember to mention all the places. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests us by giving us the excess, that blessing, that extra wealth that we don't need, and we have to decide how we're going to spend it, and we have a limited time to decide before our time is up. And then he gives us the causes, the opportunities, puts them in front of us. And of course, there's an excess of options of where we could spend that charity money, that extra that he blessed us with, that we're not using to pay the bills and to buy food for next week and whatever, the extra. We have so many choices of where we're going to spend that money. But here's an opportunity in front of us today. And again, going back to this blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, to give us the excess and then give us a cause to give to that we know is a worthy cause and is going to make the most out of every dollar that we donate. We have hungry people in our own city, in our own community, and the food will get to them. My Project USA will guarantee that the food gets to them. Your dollars will not be wasted. We have that opportunity tonight.